seeing or touching this tree, one can become relieved from all distresses and diseases. Simply by offering obeisances to and pouring water on the Tulasi tree, one can become freed from the fear of being sent to the court of Yamaraj, the king of death, who punishes the sinful. If someone sows a Tulasi tree somewhere, certainly he becomes devoted to Lord Krishna. And when the Tulasi leaves are offered in devotion at the lotus feet of Krishna, there is the full development of love of Godhead. In India, all Hindus, even those not belonging to the Vaishnava group, take special care of the Tulasi tree. Even in great cities where it is very difficult to keep a Tulasi tree, people are to be found very carefully keeping this plant. They water it and offer obeisances to it because worship of Tulasi tree is very important in devotional service. In Skanda Puran, there is another statement about Tulasi as follows. Tulasi is auspicious in all respects. Simply by seeing, simply by touching, simply by remembering, simply by praying to, simply by bowing before, simply by hearing about, or simply by sowing this tree, there is always auspiciousness. Anyone who comes in touch with the Tulasi tree in the above mentioned ways lives eternally in the Vaikuntha world. So, these three paragraphs very succinctly sum up the relevance of Tulsi in the life of a aspiring devotee. Tulsi tree, Tulsi Maharani, as Prabhupada is writing very rightly over here, it's not just by the Vaishnavas. Everyone takes care of Tulsi. But for Vaishnavas, Tulsi Maharani holds a very special place in the heart. We Prabhupada has taught us to worship Tulasi tree at least thrice or twice in the day, once in the morning, once in the evening. And in the prayers for Tulasi Maharani, in the Tulasi Aarti, we are constantly asking her to keep us devoted, to keep us in the devotional service to Shri Radha Krishna, and to give us a place in Vilasa Punja where we can be engaged in serving the Lord and Radharani through the through the entire parampara of all the gurus and the gopis. So Tulasi tree, uh, like just by thinking about Tulasi tree, just by offering the leaves of Tulasi tree, we are able to clean ourselves, to clean the offenses that we have gathered, and by circumambulating the Tulasi tree, as we generally sing in Tulasi Aarti, Yani Kani Chapapani, Brahmatyadi Kani Cha. Even if one has committed Brahma Hatya, in this life or in the previous lives, if in some of the lives, if we have killed a Brahmana, that Brahma Hatya can also be completely removed by Tulasi. Tulasi Maharani is so very dear to Krishna that Krishna is completely bound by Tulasi Maharani. Tulasi Maharani is also known as Krishna Jivani, and Krishna Jivani one means the one who is very dear to Krishna, and for one who Krishna is very dear to. Or one more meaning for Krishna Jivani is one whose life is Krishna, and the other meaning is one like the one who is the life of Krishna. So, Tulasi Maharani, the leaves of Tulsi, the branches of Tulsi, the entire tree and the roots of Tulsi, Prabhupada has told us in several of his teachings, in several of his purports, that in any part of Tulsi Maharani, if one is able to see the part of Tulsi Maharani and pray, we can get properly established in devotional service. And we see this in the example of Advaita Acharya in Chaitanya Chaitamrit, Adi Leela, third chapter, where Aditya Acharya is calling out to the Lord to appear, we see this reference. So in Chaitanya Chaitamrit 3.103 Adi Leela, Krishna vasa karibena kona aradhena virat vicharite eka shloka aila tandra mane. So here, Aditya Acharya is thinking how best can he worship the Lord, and while thinking about this, in Prabhupada's purport, he writes, while he was thinking about how to propitiate Krishna by worship, the following verse came to his mind. The 104th verse, Tulasi matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinite swayam vikrinite swamatmanam. भक्तेभ्यो भक्तवत्सलः. Translation: Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers him merely a tulsi leaf and a palmful of water. So, in 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, we know Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So, here the Patram basically means tulsi. So, Krishna is very affectionate towards his devotees, and he is even much more affectionate to those devotees who offer Lord Tulsi and a palmful of water. Chulukena va. Chulukena means by a palmful of water, jalasya, and Tulasi dala matrena, one leaf of Tulasi. And we have seen the glories of Tulsi Maharani in the pastimes of Lord in Dwarka when the Tulabharam was taking was being like performed for Krishna. All the wives of Krishna were placing all their jewelries, all the gold that was accumulated in 16,108 palaces. Krishna had made each had given each and every Patrani one palace, and he used to be with all the Patranis at the same time. So in all the palaces, whatever gold, whatever silver, whatever gems were there, Krishna was sitting on one pan of the weighing balance, and on the other pan all the Patrania, 16,107, except Rukmini Devi, they were placing all their ornaments. And with all that gold accumulated on that pan, it was unable to lift Krishna. But when Narada Muni, so here in this incident, Narada Muni is trying to explain why Rukmini Devi is very very dear to Krishna, because Rukmini Devi just took one leaf of tulasi and placed it on the pan, and Krishna automatically was lifted up. So here the importance of tulsi is being shown, that if a devotee is offering tulasi, Krishna becomes bound. We can bind Krishna by offering tulsi onto his lotus feet. The next verse 3.105 and 106. ए श्लोकार्थ आचार्य करे न विचारण कृष्ण कृष्ण के तुलसी जल दे जन तारण तारण शोधिते कृष्ण करे न चिंतन जल तुलसी रसम किचु घरे नाही धन. Advaita Acharya considered the meaning of this verse in this way: not finding any way to repay the debt he owes to me, who offers him a tulasi leaf and water. Lord Krishna thinks there is no wealth in my possession that is equal to a tulasi leaf and water. So, the previous verse, tulasi dala matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinite swam atmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. So, Advaita Acharya is telling us the meaning of that verse. That Lord is thinking, not finding any way to repay the debt of the devotee. Lord thinks that like the one who offers him tulsi and water, Lord thinks that there is no wealth in my possession that I will be able to repay to the devotee. The next verse. तबे आत्मा वेची करे ऋणेर शोधन एत भावी आचार्य करे न आराधन. Thus, the Lord liquidates the debt by offering himself to the devotee. Considering in this way, the Acharya began to worship the Lord. So, in purport, Sri Prabhupada writes, through devotional service, one can easily please Lord Krishna with a leaf of the Tulsi plant and a little water. As the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9.26, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or some water, patram pushpam phalam toyam, when offered with devotion, very much pleases him. He universally accepts the service of his devotees. Even the poorest of the devotees in any part of the world can secure a small flower, a fruit, or leaf and little water. And if these offerings, and especially tulasi leaves and Ganges water, are offered to Krishna with devotion, he is very satisfied. So here, Prabhupada is making it very, very clear that even the poorest of devotees in any part of the world. So we know that there are countries which are very very poor. There are devotees in such countries who are trying to serve the Lord, and they might be very very poor. So for them to perform devotion, a small flower, a fruit, or a leaf, and little water. And if these offerings, especially with tulsi leaves and Ganges water, are offered to Krishna with devotion, Krishna is very satisfied. So it is said that Krishna is so much pleased by such devotional service that he offers himself to the devotees in exchange for it. Srila Advaita Acharya knew this fact, and therefore he decided to call for the personality of Godhead Krishna to descend by worshipping the Lord with tulsi leaves and the water of Ganges. So if we don't have anything, all we have is a small flower, a fruit, and a leaf, and tulsi leaf, we can offer it to the Lord, and He will be satisfied. That doesn't mean that if we have got the means to worship Lord with some magnanimous offerings by preparing some good bhoga, that has to be offered, but with tulsi leaves. To the next verse. Ganga Jala Tulsi Manjari Anukshana Krishna Pada Padma Bhavi Kare Samarpana. Thinking of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, he constantly offered tulsi buds in water from the Ganges. And in this way, he appealed to Lord Krishna with loud calls and thus made it possible for Krishna to appear. So Advaita Acharya, um, he is the prominent Acharya, and he is telling us, he's showing us by his example how he was able to plead to the Lord and make Lord appear in this world as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in this process, we see that Lord has answered to his call, and the call was made by offering tulsi leaves and some water onto the lotus feet of Lord. So even in our lives, in our houses, in our households, if we want our households to become like Navadvipa or by Vrindavan, we should be offering obeisances to Tulasi. We should be offering Tulasi leaves onto the lotus feet of the Lord, and we should be uh, paying lots and lots of respect to Tulasi plant. It is said that the Tulasi plant, the condition of Tulasi plant, it resembles the bhakti that is there in the house. This is what Narayan Mataji used to tell me, um, that if the tulsi plant is like in Hindi we say prafullit, if it is prafullit, if it is properly grown with all the branches shooting out, with green and purple leaves appearing on all the branches and sub branches and the stems, tulsi plant indicates the kind of bhakti which is taking place. So if we are seeing that the plant is there are some wrinkles or some part of the plant is not properly growing, that means there is some problem in our bhakti. And the more proper bhakti that we do, the tulsi plant becomes very properly grown. It shoots out all the branches, and it appears very pleasing to the Lord as well. In Skanda Puran, in the Reva Khanda, it is also said that the Tulsi plant, the branches, the stem, the trunk, the branches, the sub branches, the flowers, the number of leaves on the Tulsi plant, by offering one Tulsi leaf onto the lotus feet of the Lord, all those numbers of leaves, branches, sub branches, stem, and the trunk, those many generations of um, forefathers from our this life and all our previous lives are automatically delivered by just offering one single leaf of of Tulsi Mata onto the lotus feet of Lord. So Tulsi is very, very, very powerful, and the prayers that we offer to Tulsi and the aarti that we offer to Tulsi should also be in that order, and we should pray to Tulsi Maharani that she instills and installs devotional service into our heart, and by doing that, we will be able to welcome Krishna into our hearts. So Esho Nanda Kumar, Hobe Prema Pradeepe Arat Tumar. So if Nanda Kumar appears in our hearts, we'll be able to offer Prema Pradeepa, the lamp of love, and that is only possible by offering prayers and obeisances to Tulsi Mata. So we can do this now. If Sugandhi Mataji has joined, Mataji, if you can just turn on
Yes,
your
yes, Prabhu.
camera.
Yeah. Yes, I have kept the plant. I'm just adjusting the phone. Yes, Prabhu.
Mataji, I will pin your video so that your video always stays. Spotlight for everyone, please. So we'll all perform a small aarti. Mataji, you can offer lamp and dhoop to Tulsi
Yeah.
Mata.
Yes.
Whenever you are ready, just tell me. I'll sing Mataji.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. न वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः राधा कृष्ण सेवा पाओ এই অভিলাষী নমো নমঃ তুলসী কৃষ্ণ প্রেয়সী নমো নমঃ যে তোমার শরণ লয় তারা বাঞ্ছা পূর্ণ হয় কৃপা করি করো তারে বৃন্দাবনবাসী মোরা এই অভিলাষ বিলাস কুঞ্জে দিও বাস নয়ন হেরিব সদা যুগল রূপরাশি এই নিবেদন ধরো সখীরনুগত করো সেবা অধিকার দিয়ে করো নিজ দাসী দীন কৃষ্ণ দাসে কয় এই যে মোর হই শ্রী রাধা গোবিন্দ প্রেমে সদাই না ভাসি শ্রী রাধা গোবিন্দ প্রেমে सदाय नभासि नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्याधिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्याधिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय वृंदे देवी जय वृंदे देवी वृंदे देवी जय वृंदे देवी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद थैंक यू माता जी हरे कृष्ण माता जी
Hare Krishna.
so we can end the class now if there are any questions
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Narayan Prabhu, your explanation was very nice. Satyabhama Mata, your live demo was also equally very nice, very informative. I have a small request, Satyabhama Mataji. Can you just explain what all you offered? for the benefit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
everyone.
Yes,
Because
I will
it was not
share.
very clear. Yeah, please,
Yeah, yeah,
please.
sorry, yeah. I wanted to tell that. So we have a achama, we have a panchapatra, we have a dhoop stick, we have a plate, few flowers, and one diya. So what we do in the procedure is we first offer it to Srila Prabhupada. Every element we just show to our Guru Parampara Guru Srila Prabhupada, and then we show to Tulsi Maharani the dhoop. That is 4, 3, 2, and then 7. 4 at the lotus feet, 2 in the middle, 3 in the towards the face, and then 7 full circles. This is for the dhoop and the flowers. For the diya, it is 7 full circles. And after offering to Tulsi Maharani, we again offer that as the prasad to our Srila Prabhupada, and then we can give it to devotees. So these are the items, Mataji. And then in the end, after we do Yani Kani Chapapani, where we circumambulate Tulsi Maharani, we offer water, jala to Tulsi Maharani. And also take darshan of my Jagannath. Is it clear? Haribol?
Yes, Mataji, it's very, very clear.
Okay. Yeah, this is Gaur Nitai. Nitai Gaur Sundar. Bhagwan and Radha Kunj Bihari.
Jai, Jai.
Yeah, and I have a kolu which is
Gulu.
depicting Ahobila Kshetram. So I have got 9 Narsimha this time. So Mataji took us in 2019, where in the temple also we sing all the 9 Narsimha names after Narsimha Aarti on Saturday after Narsimha Archana. So all the 9 Narsimhas are there. I think people should visit Ahobilam once in their lifetime at least. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Beautiful and divine, Mataji. Thank you.
Very beautiful deities, Mataji. Very beautiful altar as well.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I ask a question?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, in the end, when we sing Tani Tani Pavani Brahmatya Adhikani Cha,
Yes, Mataji.
so Brahmahatya, we understand it's not possible to come out of Brahmatya, but Tulsi can save us from Brahmatya also. Means, how do we understand that, Prabhu? Can you
Yes,
please
Prabhuji.
elaborate?
Even if one has performed the sin of or committed a sin of killing a Brahmana, Tulsi Mata or offering prayers to Tulsi Mata erodes the sins that are being accumulated by doing such activities. Tulsi Mata is so dear to the Lord that by offering prayers to Tulsi Mata, Lord gives us the chance to clear away those sins. And we see this. It's not just that we like if you do a Brahma Hatya and then you go and just offer Tulsi prayers, it will be eradicated. No, it has to be a systematic approach. So there's a systematic approach for worshipping Tulsi. That frame of mind should be there, and that for that frame of mind, that kind of environment should be there, and that environment is only possible if one comes in association with devotees. So when we sing Yani Kani Chapapani Brahmatyadi Kani Cha, that doesn't only mean that for every killing of a Brahmana, the Tulsi eradicates. It's not like a church system where we go and we what do you say that on Sundays they go and they tell what they have done the previous week, and the father or the padri takes away all the sins. It's not like that.
The
It's not impersonal.
confession, they do the confession.
Yeah,
So that
confession. So
confession. Yeah.
that confession system is very impersonal. But Prabhupada has told us that everything that we do in our devotional service has to be personal. So when we offer obeisances, or when we try to pray to Tulsi Maharani, to pray to Tulsi Maharani, we should be having the frame of mind. And for the frame of mind, there has to be a circumstance around us. The proper environment should be there. And the proper environment is only possible when one is completely devoted, when completely Sharanagati, he or she is completely surrendered in this process. And only once the surrenderance comes to Guru, to Gauranga, and to Tulsi Mata, and to the entire Guru Parampara, and to senior Vaishnavas, only then Tulsi Mata offers that advantage, that if we have performed any Brahma Hatya in previous lifetimes, that Brahma Hatya is removed. And we must have done, because if we are in this material world, and now that we have got this opportunity, in some of the past lifetime we could have performed. Who knows what kind of sins have we performed in the previous lifetimes? So
Correct.
to remove all those sins, Lord is giving us a chance in this material world. Vrinda Devi is appearing as Tulsi Mata, as a Tulsi plant in this material world, for the benefit of devotees. So the devotees can remove all their sins. They can उनका भक्ति जो है वो परिपक्व हो जाएगा. That completely what do you say, saturated devotion can then emerge in this heart, and then the soul can go back into Godhead. Unless this happens, uh, removal of any sin by taking a dip, or by offering something, it's not possible. That mood has to be there as well.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Very nicely explained. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we can end the class now. It's already 9:10.
Krishna Prabhuji, can I
Yes,
ask
Prabhu.
one question?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
अच्छा प्रभु जी, जो तुलसी के हम लोग घर में पूजा करते हैं, उसका लीफ तोड़ सकते हैं क्या?
माता जी, आपको लीफ प्लग करना अलाउड है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर 3 days, दैट इज द डे बिफोर एकादशी, द डे ऑफ एकादशी एंड द डे आफ्टर एकादशी. तो दशमी, एकादशी एंड द्वादशी के दिन तुलसी माता को ब्रेक करना अलाउड नहीं है. इवन द डेज लाइक जन्माष्टमी, राधाष्टमी, रामनवमी, ऑन दीज होली डेज एज वेल, that entire Adivas Kal, the day of the festival and the next day allowed nahi hai. So we should be having sufficient tulsi leaves, fresh tulsi leaves in our fridges, or else जो तुलसी लीफ आपने ऑफर किए हैं, जो ड्राइड तुलसी लीफ नीचे गिरे हुए हैं, वो हम ऑफर कर सकते हैं भगवान को. तुलसी लीफ किसी भी स्टेट में भी वो उतनी ही प्योर है. बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर दिस वॉज टॉट टू मी in the voice base when I was in BHU. When I was in BHU, the first service I got was taking care of around 59-60 tulsi plants that were there in the terrace. तो मैंने एक साल पूरा जम के वही काम किया. मिट्टी का पीएच निकालना, मिट्टी में कितना, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सॉइल शुड बी देयर फॉर तुलसी टू ग्रो. एंड तुलसी रिक्वायर्स अ फास्ट ड्रेनिंग सॉइल. तुलसी माता को अगर आपको केयर करना है, तो हमें किसी भी मिट्टी में हमको उनको प्लांट नहीं करना है. भले ही वो प्लांट हो भी जाए, बट प्रॉपर जो तुलसी माता जो प्रफुल्लित होकर ग्रो होती हैं, वो तभी होती हैं जब मिट्टी जो है वो फास्ट ड्रेनिंग है, जहाँ से पानी तुरंत निकल जाए. क्योंकि तुलसी के जो रूट्स हैं वो थोड़े ड्राई रहेंगे, तो तुलसी माता अच्छे से ग्रो भी होगी. तो ये सब चीज हमको सिखाया गया था सीनियर्स ने, वहाँ के जो ब्रह्मचारी आते थे वृंदावन से, उन्होंने सिखाया. और हमने भी यही क्वेश्चन पूछा कि एकादशी के दिन क्या करें, क्योंकि तुलसी थी नहीं. तो बोले कि छत पे जाइए, जहाँ जहाँ तुलसी जो गिरी हुई हैं उनको उठाइए, धोकर उनको ऑफर कीजिए.
Prabhuji, can you again tell about this soil and water, what you said?
सॉइल,
Or if
प्रभु.
you can take, or if we are getting late, can you take this class tomorrow on what
Yes,
kind
प्रभु.
of soil tulsi should be grown and all that? Means
प्रभु,
that
इट्स
we want
सिंपल
to
सिल्टी
know.
सॉइल. इट इज सिंपल सिल्टी सॉइल. You just need
Simple
a
what?
fast silt
What soil?
silt silty.
Silty soil.
हाँ, सिल्टी सॉइल मतलब वो ऐसी ऐसी मिट्टी होनी चाहिए जिसमें पानी जमे ना, मतलब पानी, वो मिट्टी में
Little
क्ले नहीं
sand,
होना
you can
चाहिए.
have sand. Sand will,
या,
like in the place I am there, we don't get mud at all. All
यस
the
माता जी.
plants are grown in reti, what we call reti, the seaside, and some, I think, compost is added. That's how all
यस,
the plants grow here. There are no mud here.
यस माता जी. सो वेर एवर देयर इज सैंड, जहाँ पर बालू है, there you can add coco peat. If you are staying in a place where you don't have mud, you don't have clay, वहां पर you can add coco peat, you can add some compost. So coco peat and compost will allow some water to be retained in the soil, and sand will drain out the extra water. But in countries like tropical countries like India, where we have got lots and lots of clay, तो क्ले क्या है, क्ले पानी रुकाता है. तो अगर क्ले के अंदर आपने कुछ भी डाला तो पानी अंदर जमेगा. और जो जो रूट्स हैं उनमें पानी ज्यादा आने से रूट्स काले पड़ते हैं. तो वो निकालने के लिए वी ऐड सिल्ट, मतलब एकदम फाइन बालू, नहीं तो बालू, वो डालेंगे तो आपकी तुलसी महारानी अच्छे से ग्रो हो जाएगी.
Okay. ओके प्रभु। और क्ले मीन्स ये जो मटका वगैरह रहता है उसको
Yeah, your
पीस
black
कर।
cotton soil is clay. Black cotton soil is clay. If we are staying near the coast, if you have got red soil, that redness or the blackness is imparted by the clay.
ओके ओके
If you can,
ओके
if you pick up your soil when it is wet, and if you can make a ball out of it, it is clay.
ओके ओके प्रभु। और उसमें थोड़ा रेती मिलाना है।
हाँ प्रभु जी,
और
मतलब one part sand, one part sand, half part soil, and one part coco peat.
व्हाट इज दैट कोको? व्हाट डिड यू से?
कोको पीट अमेजोन में मिल जाएगा प्रभु जी। कोको पीट, पीट PEAT।
PEAT कोको पीट। ओके।
नारियल का जो भूसा है, नारियल का जो भूसा
हाँ
है ऊपर का,
हाँ।
उसको 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 सड़ा कर वो, मतलब इट इज नॉट कंप्लीटली रॉटन, इट इज लाइक
Chicken compost.
कंपोस्टेड।
ओके
तो उसका बनाते हैं कोकोपीट।
ओके ओके ओके। और पानी रोज देना नहीं है?
पानी दे सकते हैं चम्मच से, आचमन, तीन तीन
हाँ,
आचमन काफी है।
अच्छा
और
3
धूप,
आचमन का।
बहुत सारा धूप, तुलसी माता को बहुत सारा धूप चाहिए होता है। शेड में नहीं ग्रोंगी तुलसी माता।
ओके ओके
गर्मी के मौसम में आप 3 घंटा धूप दिखाइए, बाकी दिन भर आप अंदर रख सकते हैं। जब अगर बहुत ही ज्यादा गर्मी है, बहुत हार्श सनलाइट है, तो उनको 3 घंटा सुबह का धूप दिखा के अंदर रखिए। विंटर
ओके
के मौसम में, बारिश के मौसम में बाहर ही रखिए।
ओके 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 प्रभु जी। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड हरे कृष्णा।
प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. धन्यवाद।
प्रभु जी थैंक्स अ लॉट। ये तुलसी कैसा ग्रो करना है, ये टिप्स दिया, बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा अभी। बिकॉज मेरे यहाँ तुलसी तो रहता ही नहीं है, कितनी बार मैं लेके आती हूँ बट
वही।
वो ड्राई हो जाता है। सो आई वाज वेरी मच वरीड लाइक व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग। सो यू हैव गिवन मी दिस टिप्स टुडे, सो आई
Yes,
ट्राई टू
Mataji.
फॉलो दैट।
And
हाउ कैन वी गेट बैक टू यू प्रभु जी फॉर
Mataji,
एनी
I am in this
क्वेरीज?
group. I am in this group, Mataji.
ओके ओके
And for all the devotees, while taking care of Tulsi plant, if we have got other plants in our house, we should not be considering Tulsi plant like any other plant. Tulsi plant is, Tulsi Mata is Mata. So we have to give her proper, we have to be surrendered to her. We have to give her a proper respect as we give to our mothers and to other Matajis that we have in the mission. So just don't consider her to be like any other plant. That will be a very great offense, and that can quickly remove all the punyas that we have gathered. So please take very good care of Tulsi. Let us all take care, very good care of all the Tulsis that we have. We give them the due respect that they have, and we should be taking care of them like our mothers, so that we can progress. We can all progress together towards Shuddha Bhakti.
प्रभु जी थैंक्स अ लॉट प्रभु जी। हरे
Thanks, Mataji.
कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा। प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
Mataji.
थैंक यू थैंक
So we can end the class now.
यू। यस।
यस प्रभु। थैंक यू।